Sonic Frontiers. It was a good game. It's a good game. I'm not gonna lie. It is a game in the right direction. Sonic Team has something here. They have something. Sega, Kishimoto, whoever is in charge, which is Kishimoto, they have something here. And I can guarantee you, if you're a lifelong Sonic fan, like myself, you will have something here to enjoy. Now, the game ain't without its faults, but we'll get to that later. Let me introduce myself. My name is Definitely Not a Box, and this is a fair and square review on Sonic Frontiers. In this video, we're going to talk about the good, the bad, and have a conversation about it when it comes to Sonic Frontier. By the way, obviously there will be spoilers, so do with that what you will. Like I said already, personally I think this is a good game. It's a fun, run around, joyful experience. It's weird. It took Sega this long to let us just run with Sonic in an open zone. It's weird. Like, it took a bit, because very often, when we're going super fast in any Sonic game, when we're going top speed, it's on a rail. Or this dumb section. I am so sick of this section having bosses as well. Logically speaking, these boss design makes sense. Eggman is trying to keep away while blasting the blue blur, but I need more than just run down 3 lanes boss fights now. I think we all do. It's still odd to me, like it took a long time in Sonic's 3D career for us to just have the ability to run freely without a goal in sight. Like, Mario had it, you can chill as long as you want in Mario Sunshine. This is my favorite place, by the way, love the vibes. And let's not forget Wind Waker, the original Get Lost at Sea game. Honestly, when I was young, I had no idea where I was going, ever. And now we got Frontiers that allows me to just fool around as long as I want. It's just, oh man, it's so good. It's so damn good. Now, if you don't like that for some strange reason, if you don't like just running around freely with no goal in mind and just enjoying the world they created, don't worry. This game has it covered. We have cyberspace, which are more traditional Sonic level/stages. Before we continue with that, I gotta say a few things. The OST, the soundtrack of Sonic Frontier, it's life. I love this. Oh my god. Listen, I'm more into techno, EDM type jazz, and Lord, I love this OST. Like, I'm just gonna play a couple songs. First, let's start with the overworld music, right? The open zone music. It can play on forever, right? It can just continue to play on forever. But that's how unintrusive this music is. But it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Let me just let it sing for itself. Moving on, cyberspace music is what you come to know and love when it comes to Sonic music. High energy, meant to keep you pumping, get you in the zone every time SilvarPlay's music plays. I'm chilled, gone. And lastly, oh man, the soundtrack when it comes to the bosses, especially the big ones. Oh my. Listen, I'm only gonna play a little bit of the first big boss you get in the game. Please go look up the rest. I swear it's worth your time. If you are a gym rat or trying to be a gym rat, you need to listen to the boss themes of, oh my god, they're so good. They are so good. Just hear it out. in conclusion, Sonic music is still very much godlike, and I hope this never changes. Alright, let's talk about the look of Frontier. From a distance, Frontier looks fine. It's even passable. Nothing we haven't seen in gaming before. You know, we have huge green hills. We have the wild desert. We have mountains that are just gray and poop color. Nothing that really strikes me as Sonic here, but I have the cyberspace stages for that. But again, that's from a distance. When you're zooming by everything, it looks pretty okay. But when you stop to take a look, not so much. But hear me out. I think Sonic Lost World looked way better than this game. In fact, I prefer Sonic's Lost World aesthetic through much of the open world in this game. Now, this was done intentionally, but it just didn't work out. Many people who have reviewed this game, and many people in the subreddit as well, agree with me. And Kishimoto has gone on record saying that they wanted to make something feel alien and new to Sonic, but they've missed the mark with the way they presented this world. The issue here being is that Sonic has a very well established visual style, visual language that he has been cultivating over the years. Ever since his first game to Lost World, like I mentioned, and even Forces, if you want to take it to the last 3D mainline game. Very simple, just look at the grass here. This is the open world, the open zone, and look at the grass in cyberspace. This is just the easiest way to show this, by the way. There's many other examples, but this is the easiest one. Not so good, basically night and day, you get the picture. Now the counter argument will be like, well, this color scheme for the main world was used to, make Sonic more serious. No, did you forget the edge we had with Shadow the Hedgehog? That game was serious. This game is supposed to be a little foreign to Sonic, and it is. And when it wants to shine, it has its little spots where things just look absolutely beautiful. That being said, this is not the best overworld or open zone I've ever seen in any game. I'm not saying I don't like it, because I do. I like the minimalistic style they're going for here, but it just doesn't feel like Sonic. I'm going to use Mario Odyssey as a perfect example here. This game feels like a Mario game from head to toe. Even this weird, ugly looking Luncheon Kingdom, I dislike this place, but I can see this in the Mario game. 100% bona fide Mario location. In fact, even Sonic has done this type of theme in Sonic Colors. Look at this place. I hate this area, but it works. This is what I expect to see in a Sonic game. Personally, I would never want to see this place ever again in a Sonic game. That being said, that felt like Sonic. Sonic Frontiers, outside of the cyberspace level, doesn't look like Sonic. It may play like Sonic, but it doesn't look like Sonic. Now, I do have to say it, without a shadow of a doubt, Mario Odyssey looks better than Sonic Frontier. It just does. Like, listen, it's made for the Switch, and it looks better than Sonic Frontier. It is what it is. In fact, even Breath of the Wild looks better than Sonic. Now, I personally don't think Breath of the Wild is that great. It's a good game, not that great. But in terms of visuals alone, it beats Sonic Frontier. I just gotta say, self-shading is a god tier in gaming art. Self-shading is on top. It's just like the best of the best. I'm surprised Sonic Team hasn't done self-shading at all, but whatever. That's a rant for another day. Let's talk story for a quick minute. Since this game is less than a year old, I'm not gonna give you any details. I'm gonna give you the baseline dumb box interpretation. Like, you can probably figure this out by looking up on the trailer. But let's talk about it for a second. Sonic and friends come looking for the
Chaos Emerald?
Apparently they've been drawn to some far, far away island. Somehow, some way, they get sent into cyberspace. Sonic gets out because plot. This girl named Sage is like a decent person that you're cool with, but still has a bone to pick with you, so they keep their distance and always talk shit behind their back. Sonic sees Amy, frees Amy, and then needs to collect more fragments, memories, in order to talk to Amy. Along the way, you fight mini bosses, enemies, and they drop gears so you can go back to cyberspace so you can get the key so you can unlock Chaos Emeralds so you can then proceed to fight to the boss and get to the next location. That is all you do in this game. Substitute Amy for Knuckles, Tails, and that's all you do in this game. As you know, open world games are way more than just the story, so don't hold this bare minimum story. Most games aren't Witcher. So I'm not holding it against Sega. I'm not holding it against Sonic Team here. But that's the story here, right? There's a lot more into it. It gets deeper into the lore. It actually gets really interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I personally was like, I want to see more of this. I am not gonna lie. I saw glimpses. I saw little shards of adventure style writing where things get serious and things get deep for a moment in this narrative. I want to see more of that in Sonic, personally. But if Sonic Team and Kishimoto don't want to do it, I'm not going to hold it against them. Let's move on to gameplay. It's an open world game. You go around, you collect, you clean the maps of all the icons, and there isn't much to explain here because if you ever play Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs, you know what you're doing. Oh, especially if you play Horizon Zero Dawn, you know what you're doing. One quick thing I do want to give credit to this game, to Sonic Frontiers, is that I'm so happy you don't have to climb towers to unlock more of the map. You play a mini game, you do one of several mini games. It could be as simple as running or hitting this ball through this hoop. I hate it. But I'm just happy you don't have to climb a stupid tower. I've been doing that for years and I'm sick of it, and Sonic Team got it right with this. Perfect. Right, when it comes to gameplay, you run, you boost, you loop, and you light dash. You make your way around the map collecting everything. In this case, it will be hearts for Amy, and then you go in and out of cyberspace. You fish for a second. I don't want to. Oh, God. Alright, fine, I'm going to talk about fishing. I hate this. I absolutely hate this. I don't see the point. Oh my God, give me a second. I really gotta talk about it. Look at this. You hear the music. This is what plays when you're fishing. It sounds chill. It sounds nice. It sounds peaceful. This is the fishing vibe this game is going for. I love it. But then, every single goddamn time you catch a fish, anything, you can catch a goddamn shoe. This happened. No, I'm not joking. This happened. What is the point of having this chill vibe you're going for, this relaxed atmosphere, if every time I catch anything, I have to deal with Sonic giving me the close-up of nothing? I'm sick of your eyes, bro. And then I have to deal with the same dumb jingle. Why do you get in your own way? You created this beautiful soundtrack, this beautiful chill vibe. I go into the open world, I dash around, run around, collect, and then I come to fish just to mellow out for a second, take my time with it, and every time I catch a fish, I get stuck with the most annoying animation and sound clips I've ever heard. If you want it to be chill, let it be chill. But this ain't chill. Maybe I'm triggered. I like fishing games. Right? I've been playing enough games in my life, enough RPGs in my life, that I learned to like fishing games. I don't know why. I just do now. I know good ones, and I know bad ones. And what irks me the most is when you have fishing games, it could be so great if you just leave it alone. All they had to do was mute the sound or make it so it only plays when you get a chest or a rare fish. But no, every single time I'm gonna move on, but I'm just gonna rant and for a while. So let me not talk about fishing anymore. That being said, there are some lore bits you get in fishing. actually pretty cool. It's all about what Eggman thinks about everything, and it's really interesting. I wish we got this in cutscene form, but whatever. You should go in here, get these recorders, hear them out, and get out. Right, I didn't talk about combat. If you know anything about Sonic, you boop, and you boop, and you boop, and then you win. You would be right in assuming that there is still booping in this game, but in case you didn't know, Sonic,
I know Kung Fu. Show me.
This is good. This here is good. Sonic over the years hasn't had the best combat. In fact, any combat. He has a boop, he has Knuckles, he has Tail, his girl, aimbots, guns, and then he was a wolf. And if you really want to add the Wisp, I guess you can add the Wisp. But now he has a little bit of something. The combat here is fantastic. I'm not expecting much from combat in Sonic because Sonic is a platformer. And platformers are not known for having deep combat. It's more about the movement and jumping challenge. It's nothing like Sonic Battle. That game is goated. Oh my god, Sega, can you just like remaster that and send it out? Like I'll buy it. I'll buy it on Steam, I'll buy it on my Switch, I'll buy it on the P5, I'll buy it for my phone. Just like bring that back for me, please. But Sonic Frontiers, it's a nice step in the right direction. At least Sonic has some variations besides shooting a gun and booping. Also, Sonic Heroes combat was pretty fun for what it was. What's really good about the combat in Sonic Frontier is that it is flashy. So it's a good thing that we have a nice selection of enemies to use it on. And it's even better that we got a decent amount of mini bosses scattered throughout every map that we can use combat on, because enemies die rather fast. Mini bosses take a bit. I like the towers. I just like dodging the tower. I don't know, like it's so simple and it works. But my favorite, because of the OST, is the spider. I love this. This OST just damn, music is so good. Oh, I can't keep talking about the music. But the close second is the sumo. That's also a good fight. I will now draw your attention to the bottom left. As you can see, we have levels. We have attack, defense, pretty self-explanatory, right? We also have rings and a shoe, which you would assume is speed. Pretty self-explanatory. Let me explain how you level them up. To level up attack or defense, you just need to find the appropriate fruit. Strawberry for attack, it doesn't look like a strawberry. And blueberry for defense, it doesn't look like a blueberry. But once you have a couple of them, you can bank them, go to this man, I love him, he's a bro. Give them all to him and you level up, right there and there. So if you save up to, I don't know, 15, 23 attack levels, that's all you get. Pretty good, pretty nice. Oh man, I gotta rant again. When it comes to the ring and when it comes to speed, there is a completely different story. You have to find these Cocos. They're cute little guys hidden across the map. Now they're not really hidden, but they're not gonna be shown to you in the marker or on the map, the world map. You won't need to find them all. There is enough here so you don't even have to worry about it. You can even buy them through fishing, which I already told you how I feel about fishing, but it's the quickest way I found to get a lot of these. Which calls the question if like Big the cat is like kidnapping these little guys. Big, I'll let it slide this one time. Don't do it again though. So when you find enough of these Cocos, right, you have to go to this matter, and you have to pick every single level for this son of a bee. It gives you one level at a time for each speed and ring for both categories. I spent about a half an hour, maybe 45 minutes, getting it to 99 for both of these, because as soon as I realized that I have to select every time which one I want to level up, I was like, there is no way I'm gonna waste my life doing this. And I just wanted the achievement. I got it. I'm mad that it took so long. Sonic Team, you had it right the first time. All you had to do is say, hey, you have this much levels. Which way do you want them to go? Here or there? Just choose a number. You can hit, I want 10 to go here, 5 to go here. Boom, bank it, done. But no, I have to select one by one. Like, guys, you are getting in your own way. This wasn't a problem with attack and defense. So if this was a problem here, all you had to do is make it like attack and defense. Oh my god, I'm just gonna let it go. I'm just gonna let it go. Just let it go. This is bad in game design, but whatever, let it go. So, fishing sucks. Sucks. Hate it. Leveling up your rings and speed, also sucks. Cannot even deny that. Combat's okay. I mean, for what it is, it's flashy, it's nice, it looks cool. If you know what you're doing, you can break it. But for the most part, you will outscale your enemies so hard that like once you hit level 60, you can just smash square and win, even against the big boss. And I didn't mention this Star Night, Star Shower coin stuff. Honestly, first time I saw it, beautiful. After that, it overstayed its welcome. I didn't care for it. I didn't care for it. I just did not care for it. Some other complaints is that regular enemies can drop gears for cyberspace. They can sometimes drop keys. Big the Cat sells them. Why? I'm sure, but why? And other stuff like that. Like the open world being mundane and boring after a while. Like the pop in and pop out. And I understand why it's there, why it's happening, but because if not, the landscape would just be disgusting black Lego blocks everywhere. And then like, what's the point of having these beautiful vistas? And I would say, as world design, open soul design, they failed in that front completely. Sonic doesn't belong in this world. He never looks like he belonged in this world. In fact, he looks bad. It looks bad. It looks bad, right? Let's just be honest, it looks bad. There is no real sense of level cohesion in this whole open soul thing that they got going to. The world doesn't belong in Sonic's universe. Fine, cool, great. It is up to Sonic Team themselves to figure out how to make all this fit naturally with Sonic, and they didn't do it. They just gave up and gave us obstacle courses everywhere. That being said, there is so much more good in here. I can't stress it enough. I haven't felt hope for Sonic as an IP when it comes to gaming, because the movies are great and the Archie comic, that's amazing. But as an IP for gaming, I haven't felt hope since Generation. Now, I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what Sonic Team has in mind, but I see potential, right? So, given the potential that this game has, I gotta rate it accordingly. This is a 7 out of 10. Lowballing it, 6.5. Because there's so much potential here. Now that's just copium. You can call me a fool and I will believe you. But I'm hopeful for Sonic, for the future, for what's going on right now with Sonic Team. I'm thinking they got something here. A lot of people feel the same way. It's not there yet. But let's give them our shot. This is what they needed. They needed a W and they got it. A good solid win is what they got. So this has been Definitely Not a Boss. I'll catch you on the next one and have a good one.